Hello, it's me again. I'm here to rock the show. A lot of you write to me saying things like, Stacy, I'm very sad, I'm very depressed, I can't get myself out of this depression, I can't have a positive outlook, this and that, and you guys are just genuinely so sad, and it makes me sad because I don't like seeing or hearing that or any of you are sad. Even though I don't know you on a personal level, it makes me sad that there are people out there that are sad. Given people are going to be sad regardless, I'm not going to be able to always be that superhero trying to make you feel better, but I can tell you what I know and what works for me so that I don't get that sad. I used to live with a very negative person. My dad. As most of you know, my dad is no longer here with us anymore. It's so hard to deal with somebody who's so negative, and to have to put up with their negativity all the time, and have to come home and hear them being negative about this and about that and all that. Now, don't get me wrong, my dad was such a sweet human being. He had the biggest heart ever, but he was just always so negative, and I got a little bit of that negativity. Obviously, he's my father, and so, like, you know, I grew up around that, so I became that negative person at some point in my life. I'm not anymore because I chose to just break that barrier. I don't want to be a negative person. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, and I don't want to live my life that way because it sucks. It really does suck. As some of you may know, some of you are negative, and some of you are agreeing with me right now that it's a tough thing to do, and it's a tough thing to be. But I'm here today to tell you that you don't have to live your life that way. You don't have to be negative. One thing I can tell you is that people don't like to be around negative people. In fact, other people might even hate being around other people who are negative. It's not a good thing to be negative. So what I'm trying to get at is you guys don't have to be that person. You guys can let go of all that. And by letting go of that, you're going to see that all these positive things are going to start to happen. But you have to have a positive attitude. The second that you lose that negative attitude and it becomes positive is the second that you have a brand new outlook on life. And I can almost promise you that because all the negative things are attracted to negativity and all the positive things are attracted to positivity. The law of attraction, people. The law of attraction. Here's what I do, okay? As you know, I went through a heartbreak. It's probably one of my worst heartbreaks. I'm so happy now, and the only way I was able to get there is by taking myself out of that negative position I was in, out of that spot where I felt so sad, so gloomy, so helpless, and I literally picked up my whole entire being and I put it in the spot. I forced myself to be in a positive space, and I started talking to you guys, and you guys are feeding me a bunch of positivity stuff, and maybe you don't have that, you know, maybe I'm just fortunate to have that and I was so lucky. Maybe you don't have that, but I promise you that if you search for other people who are positive, you are going to have that. It's just temporary, and it is, because life goes on no matter what. As I was saying, so the heartbreak happened, and I was distraught, but little by little I realized that this just wasn't for me, that I couldn't be sad, that I couldn't be this super depressed person crying all the time, because I don't deserve to be hurting that way, and you don't deserve to be hurting that way. And just little by little I just realized that there were so many things that were better for me than what I had. I'm in such a great place now. Like, I'm such a great place with my life, and I'm so happy and I'm so content, and I wish that you guys get there, and you guys will get there, but you have to change that negative attitude, because I can promise you, the more negative you are, the more bad things are going to happen to you, and the more you're going to have to question yourself as to why all these bad things are happening to you. Trust me, I've been there. I've been there so many times where I'm just like, gosh, when it rains, it freaking pours, and there's all these things, and that's how I am. If one thing is stressing me out, there's 4 other things that just pile up on top of me. But I've noticed myself, and I've been getting so much better at handling my own, like handling my stress and handling negativity and problems and like that. So I've been such a positive person this year, and I'm so proud of myself, and I want you to be proud of yourself too. So when I'm having one of these days where maybe I'm not feeling 100% good or positive, I just think about, sorry, there's dust. And maybe this is silly, maybe you find this silly, but I think about the people out there who don't have a roof over their head. I think about the people who don't have shoes on their feet, who don't have clothes on their back, who don't have food, because it sucks. I've been at the bottom where my family has had absolutely no food for the entire week other than beans and bread to eat for the entire week. And that wasn't even enough. Like, I've been there. It sucks. And I would rather be in a situation where my heart is broken, or I had a really bad hair day and I'm failing all my classes, or I'm failing a test, rather than be starving. Just think about people out there in general who maybe got diagnosed with cancer and have to deal with therapy and chemo and have to sit in a chair for 3 hours, if not more, and have chemo, you know, running through their veins and stuff. And that's the kind of stuff that we just need to sit down and think and say, thank you for not letting me have a problem like that, for not letting me have to deal with something to that extent, for giving me a roof over my head. I think this comes along with growing up. If you're a teenager, you're a teenager. You're going to grow out of it. We all are bound to grow out of it. That's guaranteed. Two things in this world that are guaranteed are taxes and death. So we can't escape it. We just gotta embrace it. No, we're not the death part of it, because that sounds like you just kind of embrace death. But really, you have to just keep going, keep going, keep going. If you're having a rough day, if you're having a terrible day, do this. Stop what you're doing. Breathe in deep, okay, like 4 or 5 times. Close your eyes and just think. What are you thankful for? Name 5 things that you're thankful for. Let's do this together, okay? Right now, I'm not really stressed or anything. I'm actually having a really good day. But let's pretend that like okay, this room. I want to clean this entire room because half of this crap in here is not mine and I just want to get rid of it. And it's stressing me out. So I'm gonna like make my mind blank and I'm gonna think about something. Okay, we're gonna take deep breaths. This is my first deep breath and I'm gonna say 1. I'm so thankful that I even have a room to film in. 2. I'm so thankful that I even had food today to have. 3. I'm so thankful that I'm not out on the streets like the poor guy that I saw today that was walking around with his hair really dirty and the same clothes that probably reek from being on his back for the last 3, 4, 5 months. I am so thankful that I have equipment to even make a video and put it up on YouTube for you guys and share this with you. And 5, I'm so thankful that I have people that I have in my life, and the people that I've learned to, I'm getting to know in life and have them to be my support system and just to get to know. And people that have really taught me that life does go on and there's so much more hope, and just because 1 thing or 2 things or 3 things don't work out, it doesn't mean that they're never going to work out again. It just means that it wasn't meant to be. So there you go. It's as easy as that. And you automatically start feeling better and you start thinking, wow, you know, like I do have so much to be thankful for. If you want something, work hard for it. Don't kiss ass. Work hard for it. Work hard for it. I promise you, when you work hard for something, the payoff or whatever it is that you get from working so hard from it and you finally get it, it's going to be such a amazing feeling compared to if somebody just hands it to you or somebody just gives it to you after you kissing their ass. If you do have a negative attitude, it really does start with you flipping it around. That's the first step, flipping it around and telling yourself that you are going to continue to be positive. You have to be positive. You have to make that change because nobody else is going to make it for you. I can promise you that. Nobody else is going to make it for you. It's all within you. You have to do it. Like I've said it before, you are the captain of your own boat. You've got to steer that boat where you want it to go. You can't have anybody come in and be like, watch out! Theodore, I am taking over and I'm going to steer this boat for you so you can have nothing but prosperity, happiness, and love. And let's go. You're not going to be a passenger ever. You're going to be that captain. Unfortunately, we're not going to escape problems. We all have them. That's the way that life is. That's the way that we have to learn to get past them and get past these obstacles that are thrown at us, because we don't, not anybody is just going to live a life without a single problem. It's just how it is. We have to learn, and that's how we're going to grow, and that's how we're going to become wiser, and that's how we're just going to learn how to live life. There's no other way to get through life other than struggling, and the more you struggle, the stronger you are, and the stronger you'll get once you get over those and you don't just give up. But I'm living proof that 2 months ago I was shattered into tiny little pieces of myself, and I slowly just started collecting all those pieces and I put them in my little jar and I started piecing my heart back together, and guess what? I'm such in a great place now, and I'm so proud of myself, because the old me would have been like moping around, walking around, being like, life sucks, I hate life, I just want to blah blah blah, you know, and look at me, I can tell you that I'm 150% happy right now, that I still have things that I have to work on, but I'm looking forward to them and I'm so motivated to working on them, and I'm so happy, and I wish I could tell you everything, but it would take forever and I don't want to waste your time anymore. But I do want to say that if you guys are ever feeling anything less than positive, please watch this video, and please just know that the minute that you change your positivity is the minute that things will be starting to go well. It might take a little bit longer than a day or 2 days. Obviously it's not going to happen right away, but you have to just start with being positive, because after that you will see changes. And I promise you, if you have a good outlook and you have positivity and you set goals for yourself and you yourself believe that things are going to get better, it will get better. You know, it always does. You know what they say, it always gets better. It will get better. I'm gonna leave you with that, and I hope that you guys actually took something from this one thing. If you did learn one thing from it, please take that and apply that to your life. What I want you to do for me right now is name one thing that you're thankful for and comment it down below, please. So yeah. So, I thank you for watching this, and I hope to see you next time. I thank you very much for coming here and watching this, subscribing, and all the stuff that happens on YouTube and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys for still sticking around. I will see you guys next time, and please, please continue to have a good day, night, morning, twilight, whatever time of day it is, and I will talk to you guys next time.